Today, I'm going to be giving you guys the best jump shot that lets you green from anywhere. Now, before you just go ahead and skip to the jump shot, if you truly want to become a better shooter on NBA 2K23 and be able to green from anywhere, make sure you stay and watch the rest of the video because there's going to be a bunch of tips and tricks, badges, settings, everything you could possibly need. And I'm going to specifically be telling you guys how you can green from anywhere. Now, these jump shots are not only going to work for both current gen and next gen, but I'm also going to be showing you guys a jump shot for anyone 6'5 plus and anyone below 6'5", so you guys have a jump shot no matter what build you're using. This jump shot that I've found is super consistent and super easy to green with. I've been using it for a little while now, and honestly, I really don't miss with this jump shot. To prove I know what I'm talking about as well is I shoot over 65% from 3 on this game, which is honestly pretty hard to do. I haven't seen many other people shoot over 65%, especially only having an 85 3-pointer. Also, a lot of you guys may be thinking that shooting is extremely hard on this 2K, but I actually think it's quite the opposite. I think it's a pretty easy 2K to shoot. Now, if you guys watch this entire video through, like I told you guys to, you guys are going to be able to shoot extremely well, and you're probably not going to be thinking that this 2K is the hardest 2K ever to shoot anymore. But listen, before we go ahead and hop in and show you guys everything, if you are new around here, something like 90% of the people that watch my videos are not currently subscribed. So if y'all can smash that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. As well as, let's see if we can get this video to 1,000 likes. But with all that being said, let's go and hop straight into it. All right, guys, so as you guys can see, this is current gen, and everything I say in this video is going to be extremely important. But wait, before you skip, before you realize this isn't next gen, I don't know how many of you play next gen, but everything I say in this video, everything, I mean everything, is going to apply to both current gen and next gen. The gameplay is pretty much the exact same. But anyway, moving on to the first thing right here, I'm stressing this point a lot. Your settings are some of your most important things that you must have on the right setting. Now, going down here to your normal settings right here, we're gonna get into controller settings in a second, but going to your normal settings, you're gonna wanna make sure your shot feedback right here says all shot. Now, what this does is it tells you your release timing and contest on all your shots and makes it so you can judge for when you should time it for the next shot unless you miss, like, you know what I'm saying, if you miss, if it's contested. That way you know for the next shot how it cannot miss and how it cannot be contested. But anyway, make sure this is on all shots. Now, going down to controller settings, there's a few things we're gonna wanna make sure we have on here. Now, shot meter, I love to have this off. If you do not have this off, you're doing something wrong here. Having your shot meter off gives you a huge boost to all your greens and just makes it that much more likely that your shots are going to go in every time. Now, meter this year is not as bad as it's been in previous years, but I still think you should have this meter off and you should go practice your jump shot and get used to having the meter off. The next thing is you're going to want to have your shot timing release speed. I personally like late. Now, if you try late and you do not like late, that is perfectly fine. This right here is all preference when you're used to releasing the ball. Now, I like late because I usually end up releasing the ball right as my player releases the ball. But if you like to release it super late, then you can go very late. This doesn't change your shot speed at all. It's just when you release the ball. But I would recommend late. If you want to try out early or very late, you can as well. But I would 100% not go very early. It's super hard to time, and it's the only one I'd recommend staying away from. Now, if you are going to use the meter, I would recommend having the comment meter on. I like it the best. It looks the most normal. But like I mentioned, I would recommend not even using the meter, so that doesn't really matter. And that's pretty much it with all the settings. Those are the main settings you need to change. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do is make sure we have jump shot boost. Jump shot boosts are super important, and on next gen, you go to a boost menu, but on current gen, you can just open your phone and buy boost. You're using jump shot boost. You have max jump shot boost equipped. Pretty much everyone I know uses jump shot boost, and they're a huge help when you are trying to green all your shots. Another thing you guys should be looking out for, if you want, it's kind of expensive, you can go buy Gatorade. However, I wouldn't recommend buying Gatorade. I would actually recommend doing your weekly workout. If I show you right here, if you go to my health, you can see my perfect workout turbo is actually expired on this player, but I would recommend going and doing this weekly workout as opposed to buying Gatorade, because Gatorade's really expensive. But definitely go complete your weekly workout every week, and you can just go to the Gatorade facility for that. It's super easy. Make sure you get 3 stars in every single category. Now, the next thing I have for you guys is badges, and this menu may look a little bit different depending on if you are on current gen or next gen, but the badges remain the same. Get as many of these as you possibly can, whether you have to core some or, you know what I mean, put extra badges certain like somewhere, you know what I mean, just get as many of these as you can. Now, the number one most important badge for shooting, in my opinion, is Agent 3s. Basically, anytime after you dribble, this badge is going to pop up and boost your 3-point percentage. It doesn't have to be on fades. It's literally any shot after you dribble. Now, the next badge you're 100% going to want is going to be Green Machine. Green Machine basically lets you consecutively green shots in a row, And honestly, this year, there's really not too many great badges, so having Green Machine on a super high level is going to help you out a bunch. Now, if you are a spot up, I would recommend running Catch and Shoot, but however, I do not spot up. The next badge I would recommend running is going to be Amped on either Silver or Gold. If you find yourself running out of stamina a lot when you're trying to shoot, you're going to be running this badge. It's basically like Tireless Scorer, and it's very, very useful to have on. Now, Blinders, I don't really find myself using a lot, but however, two badges I do use are Deadeye and Limitless Range. When I was talking about shooting from anywhere, specifically shooting from really deep, and also be able to shoot right in someone's face, these are the two badges you're going to want, Deadeye and Limitless Range. These badges allow you to shoot from super deep and also in defenders' faces. The higher the three-pointer you have, obviously the better as well, but those are the 5 main badges you want to run. Some other good badges, like I mentioned, if you're spotting up, Catch and Shoot, Corner Specialist. Blinders can be good if you're like a point guard. Volume Shooter can be good if you're taking a bunch of shots, but I personally like to run Mini Magician. I find it just kind of a fun badge. I like to shoot some post fades, but that's just me. Now, moving on to the next thing right here, going to our roster in My Career. We're not playing My Career, but we're gonna press in on the right stick and press LT twice, and we can go ahead and see our hot zones. Now, you're gonna want to make sure you have hot zones all around the 3-point arc or all the spots you shoot from. Basically just gives you a boost to your shot percentage, and to get hot zones, all you have to do is make shots. You can go on rookie difficulty in My Career and get all your hot zones if you don't have them. Now, the next thing we're gonna go ahead and do is head to the My Court. If you're on next gen, go to the Gatorade facility and rent a private court. That's the only option on next gen, but on current gen, you know, we do have the My Court that we can go to. But basically with this, what we're trying to do in the My Court in the Gatorade facility in a private court is we want to go ahead and get our jump shot timing down, you know, especially if you just put on a brand new jump shot. Like I'm about to show you in this video, I'm about to show you a brand new jump shot. Before you go ahead and just jump into online play, before you go ahead and just jump to the park, go to the My Court, go to the Gatorade facility, and you can practice your jump shot. And you can see me greening up in the My Court, and the timing may be a little different just because this is technically offline. It's the similar enough to the point where I think it's definitely worth it to go to the My Court and practice your jump shot. The My Court's obviously another place where you can practice dribbling, and you can also practice low adrenaline boost shots, low stamina shots, and you can practice a bunch of different things in the My Court in a bunch of different scenarios, even deep shots. I mean, you can't really practice contested shots unless you get an AI player in here, which you can do, but just go ahead and practice your jump shot, especially if you're not used to your shot release timing, you know, late, early, very late. If you're not used to that, the My Court's a great place to practice. And also, if you're not used to having your meter off, the My Court is also a super great place to practice that. And this kind of goes back to your shot timing release time, learning the cue of your jump shot. Now for me, it's on late, so I release the ball right when my player in the game releases the ball. If it's on early, you're gonna release it before your player releases the ball, maybe like when it crosses your player's forehead. And if it's on very late, you're gonna release your X button after your player releases the ball. But you can see me, I just literally release it right when my player is about to release the ball, and that's the perfect timing for me and the perfect timing I have found when I'm using my jump shot. And you guys can just see how cast this jump shot too is. Like I'm literally 10 for 10 in the My Court right now. But listen, I know you guys have been waiting a while. You guys have been waiting the whole video unless you skipped to this part, but I finally got y'all with the jump shot. Let's get into it. Now I feel like most of you guys are going to be, you know, 6'5" to 6'9". That's where a lot of the majority of guard builds and even some center builds are this year. But if you aren't, don't worry, I'm still going to give you guys the right jump shot, but I believe the releases have to change depending on your height. So for my jump shot for 6'5" to 6'9", this is the jump shot I'm going to be using, and this is the jump shot I use on all my builds that are 6'5" to 6'9". Now our base is going to be O'Shea Brissett. This base, I don't know what it is about it. It says A- release speed. I'm starting to think these shot and attributes are literally like the release height, defensive immunity. They mean nothing because this jump shot says A- release speed, but it is so fast. It's so fast and it feels so good. The timing impact, I don't even know why it says that because it's so easy to green with. I feel like those ratings like don't even really matter that much, but this jump shot is literally so cash. I use it and I don't mess with it. I don't mess with it. If I'm open, I'm making the shot. And so here's where it's gonna change. Obviously, if you are 6'9", 6'10", depending on your height and also depending on your three-pointer. Now for me, I have an 85 three-pointer, so the releases I like to use are going to be Kobe, and the release 2 is going to be Rudy Gay. Now these are my 2 favorite releases, the releases I usually use every single year, and we can just go ahead and leave it on 50-50, but these are the 2 releases I use every single year and the ones I really like. Now I'm not a huge believer in the releases actually make the green window larger or smaller, but I just like the look of these releases. I feel like they're really easy to time, but the only thing about this is you do need a 75 plus mid-range or a three-pointer. And if you don't have it, you're gonna have to put on some other releases. Personally, releases don't really matter that much. Just pick some that look pretty good and you'll be fine, especially if you can't get these 2 right here. but the base can be used for anyone 6'5" to 7'3". O'Shea Brissett, that's the base you're going to be using, and obviously with max speed. And now I'm on my 6'1" guard, so this jump shot is now for anyone under 6'5". But just real quick, another jump shot that does work really, really good. If you're under 6'10", you can see the requirements for it. LaMelo Ball is a really, really good jump shot. If you are under 6'10" and you don't like using O'Shea Brissett, use LaMelo Ball. But the best jump shot, the best 2 jump shots I will actually add on this build, on a 6'1", on a shorter guard, are going to be John Stockton is the first one. This jump shot is super quick. Your player does jump forward a little bit, which I don't know how much I like, but this jump shot is super, super quick. And the releases I would use for it are Damian Lillard and Darius Garland. Now you need an 86 3-pointer for this, but if you're 6'1" or 6'2", 6'3", you're probably gonna have an 86 3-pointer regardless. And if you don't like John Stockton, another super good jump shot is actually going to be Cole Anthony right here. It's also super, super quick, and I've seen a lot of guards using this jump shot. Like I said, the releases don't really matter that much. You can kind of put whatever you want, but these are just the releases I like. But listen, that's gonna be about it for this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like. And if these jump shots help you out, you know what I'm saying, leave a comment down below letting me know. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'm out, man. Peace.